worry. We're almost there. The entrance zone is just...
Yo! Damn! Hey, she ran into Prime Jev, Cuddy, Prime Pomage.
I ain't perfect, but I'm one-on-one. I always try to be the humble one.
Superman vs. Scarlet King DC Comics vs. the SCP Foundation. Fan Battle Season Finale. Fellas, I'm excited. Y'all been telling me chat to this for a minute now, gang. Y'all been telling me, hoodie dude, watch this. Hoodie dude, watch this, that, and the third. Hoodie dude, hoodie dude, hoodie dude, hoodie dude, why did my girlfriend leave me? Why did my wife leave me? Hoodie dude, why am I a loser? Hoodie dude, yeah, this is like canon representation of all of y'all, by the way. Canon representation. Right. But I'm here to oblige. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Cuddy, I'm rooting for Big Blue. I'm rooting for my guy, Superman. I don't know much about the Scarlet King, the SCP Foundation. Like, I know what the SCP Foundation is, but I don't know, like, what the Scarlet King does. I'm assuming they're gonna break down what he does, so I don't want to look it up. But, bro, this is just a long list of people Superman is gonna body, Cuddy. I'm calling it right now. I'm going for my guy, Big Blue, Cuddy. Lock in. I'm laying down. Hold on.
Superman, the man of steel.
Tomorrow! Oh.
The Scarlet King,
the
the defiler of worlds.
Oh my, what a design. Oh, Fred, I kind of like his design, though. It reminds me of, like, a moose that's, like, GMO, like the goat man.
For as long as there has been good, there has been evil. For as long as there has been evil, there has been good.
Woo! Ugh. Has there ever been a time where there's always just been one version, there's always just been good, no evil, and vice versa?
And for as long as there has been man, good and evil have driven us to action, motivated and galvanized us. Whether that be for the better, or for the worst.
You already know who we are.
And we're here to
What? Who are y'all? Wait, no disrespect, but like, what you mean? Wait, voices by Fan Battle Team and Family. Okay, I'll just call them Fan Battle.
Search their strengths, speed, talents, and tech to find out who would win.
Did you get nutted off? Wait, did I just get cummed on? Wait, hold on. What's the volume? Was the volume lower or just me? Okay. I just got nutted on by the Hulk, dog. Look, bruh. His transition. I'm excited.
Alien child, born Kal-El on the planet Krypton, crash-landed on Earth after being sent by his parents away from the destruction of their homeworld.
What if they just missed? Like, I put the wrong calculation in. It went straight down into the water. Kal-El died.
He was raised by his adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent, on a quaint little farm, and given the name of Clark.
Clark Kent
Cloak? Wait.
led a simple, peaceful, normal childhood, learning and growing as any his age would, getting up from a scraped knee with a smile, and playing catch with dear old dad.
My goat, Cuddy. Look at my guy.
He was only human after all, as far as he knew. That was,
Music?
until as all children do, he grew up and began to discover himself.
Yeah.
And puberty was...
Why do you fly like that, dog?
and puberty...
Damn, Cuddy, he launched up over the bench. Oh my god.
He was extra kind to Clark here because he began to unlock his true identity. Not as a human boy, but as a Kryptonian. Soon enough, he was showing all sorts of crazy abilities, like super strength, super speed, flight, heat vision, freeze breath, and so much more to come. But he never let that change who he was.
Heart, mind, and soul, he was still the golden-hearted boy raised on that farm.
Wait, did he?
And he wanted to use these
I'm about to say, no way the baby just died.
For the good of the people of Earth.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that baby still got burned alive, though. You see how much fire's in that? Like, the baby was literally engulfed in flames. Now, not to be a little Debbie Downer, but dude, that baby... No, that baby got burned into a crisp, Cuddy. Got turned into, like, a grilled sandwich, gang.
For the good of the people
that turned into a chicken nugget.
Of Earth. And for humanity, he was able to be a man like any one of us. While from Krypton came the might to make him super.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's
Superman! Real name, Clark Kent Kal-El, son of Krypton and Cleveland. 6'3", likes the mighty crap. People with the initials LL. Spiky-haired anime characters. Just like people with the initials LL.
Through it all, Clark held tight to the ideals that the Kents helped shape within him.
And
A
Cleveland.
steadfast belief in truth, justice, and the prospect of a
Better tomorrow!
He would become a paragon of inspiration for the citizens of Earth, especially after moving from the humble town of Smallville
To Metropolis.
into a bustling metropolis of, well,
Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Yes.
Here he'd become an award-winning reporter for the Daily Planet, fighting evil with both the power of the press and the power of hitting things really hard.
Often coming to blows
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I can barely understand him.
with villains like
Hey, no disrespect, but like, I love it. Is that part of the character, or is that the actor? Or like the voice actor?
various scientist
narrator.
and dastardly businessman,
And bald.
Lex Luthor, the best-dressed apex to oppose the Man of Steel, who believed humanity didn't need false idols saving.
It's so weird how Nicholas Hoult, tried out for Superman as well. I cannot see him as Superman. I'm not gonna lie, Nicholas. Like, what was going on through your mind when, like, trying to act or do the screenplay, whatever the case, for Superman? I just cannot see him. I cannot see Holt, like Lex Luthor, being Superman. I really can't.
Ironic, then, that the Kryptonians still held more humanity than Luthor could ever dream to have.
He'd even find love with Lois Lane.
Meet One Track Jack.
One Track Jack.
He's a credit wrecker. He doesn't
A credit wrecker?
know that by focusing on one type of credit, he
Shut up, dude. Damn, get off my nuts.
Or Lana Lang. Or Luma Lanai. Lori Lamaris. Okay.
Holy, what a bunch of lightning lad was. Oh, wait, did he go through a little bi phase? Oh, okay. Oh, these aren't like choked. The predictor might be right grown. All my life, my face has been connected with people whose initials are LL. Oh, I thought these were all lovers. You know what? My head canon is this was a little experiment. This was lightning lad was a bottom.
Hey, what's going on here? Something you're not telling us, Lex?
No surprise, then, that he'd soon become
Precious
one of the
beautiful.
greatest heroes the world had ever seen.
Ah, got
founding
it!
the Justice League alongside
Like a lot
other
of-
heroes. Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and he's worked alongside countless other heroes besides them. The Blue Boy
And he beat the Klan.
Scouts certainly come a long way from just pushing wagons.
Yeah, now he's pushing villains to the floor and hitting them so hard every version of them in the multiverse feels it.
Okay, I understand him. Okay, I'm understanding him, dude. It's like, you remember, have you seen King of the Hill? You remember what's this dude's name? Hal Boozer? I haven't seen the King of the Hill in a minute. But dude, it's like that. I gotta get into it. I gotta slow down and think real quick.
Oh, he does far more than that. Even beyond
Boomhauser, I
I
think.
don't know, pulling planets, sneezing
Naturally.
away solar systems, flying
Since the Infinite Frontier could constantly all areas of DC have been effectively carried out. Okay.
several billion light years in a nanosecond, or just outspeeding the bonds of infinity.
Naturally.
We could spend
So are all Kryptonians just naturally like that, or is Superman like a mutant, like the chosen Kryptonian? I've always wondered that. Like, so are Kryptonians, like, all of them naturally this powerful underneath a yellow sun? Or again, are they just like, or is Superman just one of one? Like, he is the LeBron of this species.
hours just listing the bullshit he's pulled. It's no secret that he just blatantly breaks the laws of physics on the regular.
Rainbow hand lasers, tiny clones of himself, flying across time and dimensions, shape-shifting, memory-erasing kisses, and who
Memory racing kisses.
could forget Great Wall of China rebuilding visit?
I do remember that.
Similarly, whether it be from his Kryptonian physiology or just sheer resolve, he can power through just about anything you can think of throwing at him.
He's resisted having his soul erased, being scrubbed
His soul was erased? What the
from history, having his mind tampered with, being deleted from existence, and even having his concept consumed by his shadow.
How the fuck? Dude, these writers be having to one-up on each other, like, time after time again, dude. Like, this makes me appreciate the writers that are more chill, like the Superman stories that are more, like, internal as opposed to external. Because external Superman stories, I don't know what, bro, they're gonna make Superman, well, he survived his soul being erased. I don't even know how. Superman versus religion. Superman versus the oh, holy voice crack. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my holy voice. Hey, bruh, if you clip that, you getting striked, bitch. We cannot let that footage see anything, bruh. Hoodie girl better see that, goody. Oh, nah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no.
He's gathered the strength to punch the World Forger so hard it shattered his multiverse. He's punched out of reality warping.
Naturally.
And he's even punched out of the medium itself. A technique taught to him by Superboy Prime that's able to rewrite all of DC's history.
His super brain also makes him super smart. So smart, in fact, that he once remade the reality warping miracle machine from memory and can see the fundamental conceptual building blocks of the world.
Of course.
When he confronted Darkseid, the ultimate
Beyond his experience on Earth, Superman also once fought demons in Valhalla for 1,000 years straight. Naturally.
embodiment of all evil, he shadowed his conceptual true form by singing at it.
At one
Singing?
point, he was even shot by a blast that contained, among other things, the power of the Source. Effectively
Source.
a quote-unquote more
The villain Yuga Khan was also able to punch into the Source, but was defeated by Shazam, who Superman should scale to, if not above.
real reality above DC's main cosmology, with the characters you know effectively being fiction compared to it.
Though he does have weaknesses. Of course,
Does he? I mean, at this point, he's kind of resisted through kryptonite so many times in comics. I don't even think it's a weakness no more. Plus the little radiation suit he has on now. I don't think it's a weakness, dog. Fuck it.
there's kryptonite, the shards of his homeworld that derive his power, but he will also be weakened dramatically under a red sun and
Red
struggles
Sun.
against magic.
Well, on paper he should, but that Source Blast also contained the magic of beings like Zeus
Of course.
and Shazam, and on at least one occasion, even being under a red sun still left him with enough strength to just fly to a different sun.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Superman, canonically, he has no weaknesses, dog. I don't care.
Great, not only can he defy logic, he can defy
Defeated countless villains, defeated the World Forger's multiverse, endured the power of the Source, shattered Darkseid's godhead, punch. My fault. Punch Brainiac across dimensions, rebuilt the Miracle Machine. Okay.
his own internal logic.
And maybe that ability to persevere is his real ultimate power.
Not really. No, I don't think so. I love Superman, but I think both powers are his superpower. Like, imagine like he has the power, like his same perseverance, but he has the durability of like paper mache. I think he'd be kind of cooked.
His strength is just as measured in will as it is in muscles. Even his self-control is astounding.
That's true.
Constantly holding back his power in a world made of cardboard,
I get that reference.
even when it looks like he's going all out.
So what, he's just some unflappable symbol of hope, some
Yes.
flat representation of heroism?
Not at all. He stands for it, sure, but he's just as vulnerable and human as the rest of us. Sure, he fights and he wins, sometimes, but he's more than capable of losing. He has many times before, but every time he gets back up.
What did I make him more of a symbol then?
He's not just some abstract ideal or some stock perfect paragon. He's just a farm boy from Kansas, doing what he can to make the world a better place.
But at the end of the day, that ability to never give up, to always stand in the face of darkness, is the very thing that makes us who we are.
And Superman, or rather, Clark Kent, is no different.
I love Superman.
He's not fearless. He's not invincible. But he
Well.
doesn't have to be. And that's okay. Because he has the courage to fight in spite of that. And with all that he inspires, maybe we can too.
Yes, Superman. Superman motivated me to take down the IRS and the HOA.
Hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
How does Kermit relate to this dog?
She sells!
W.
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone. I
get scared.
I wake up every morning, and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other, and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that's being human. And that's my biggest strength.
Superman, Gunny!
And someday, I hope, for the sake of the world, you understand that it's yours
greatest too.
Although the Foundation acknowledges the anomalous properties of Kal-El, also known as Superman,
Who's this?
and the danger he may impose in the future, we have determined that our resources should better be put elsewhere rather than attempting to contain him.
What the fuck?
Due to his powerful properties and already prominent public image causing potential troubles for containment. Further attempts to contain Superman have been denied by the O5 Council. End of report.
What is... Whoa, what the fuck?
7 seals.
What, seals?
7 rings.
7 brides for the Scarlet King.
Robert Ory, bitch!
After a warehouse raid by the anomaly
This
containing...
analysis will incorporate traits and story beats from multiple interpretations of the Scarlet King to form a singular, cohesive narrative. This methodology is actually supported in text for reasons that will be explained shortly. In the event of contradiction, the more prominent common route will be accepted.
SCP Foundation, targeting members of an organization called the Children of the Scarlet King.
Ooh.
7 pregnant girls were recovered.
Excuse me? Okay.
Collectively dubbed SCP-231 by the Foundation.
So what, is it like the Umbrella Academy?
The Foundation's purpose is seeking out anomalous entities, logging down and cataloging them into the database in order to protect the world, often by morally questionable means.
Right.
Although this methodology was challenged.
I really want to know what the work-life drama is like in this. You know how like in restaurants there's like a bunch of drama, like people fucking people, like coworkers fucking coworkers, people fucking for promotions. Same like in a Walmart or retail store. I wonder what's like the lore between the SCP Foundation. Who is... Dude, you think anyone's gotten freaky if like any of the SCP people? Yeah, could they get banned?
Due to a series of increasingly deadly events, each instance of SCP-231 perished, giving birth to increasingly dangerous entities until only one remained, SCP-231-7, who was kept from giving birth out of fear that the child she would bear would spell the end of the world.
Now, there's a pro-life and pro-choice joke that I wanted to make, but I'm not smart enough to make it, so...
With a procedure called 110 Montauk operated on 231-7, her condition is maintained indefinitely.
110 Montauk, what are the details on that? All I know is that some D-class through the procedure, and apparently it's so bad the other staff involved have to routinely switch out and seek therapy.
Well, lucky for us, I just so happened to acquire some uncensored documentation on the procedure.
Could be better than the Epstein files, bitch.
Now, let's see here. It seems that 110 Montauk involves...
Data export. What?
Oh! Oh.
You dick!
Oh.
Man, I give you credit too.
Right. Not gonna be able to scrub that one out of my mind for a while, but let's look at the alternative. All of these inarguably horrific acts are done for the purpose of...
Damn, cause he got launched. Bro, but the lobbies my team is being, cause they be getting their KD up, cause I gotta go up against John Wick.
Containing, in massive air quotes, one of the greatest evils in existence, the namesake of the cult that started this whole mess, the Scarlet King.
He's SCP number 1?
Well, it depends on who you ask. But at his core, he is the embodiment of a fundamental concept. He represents the class of modernity with the old ways of the world. Brutality and savagery clashes against the ideals of modern society, and it is that collision that gives birth to the king.
Because of that, he's not just the sort of threat you can simply punch out.
Yeah.
He's the avatar of an idea, formed from violence.
The embodiment of modernity versus postmodernity. Servants, Jesser the Laser, Goran, Lady Yuru, etc. Enemies, the Foundation, Sana, and Skanda. Creative naming. Dr. Wondertainment. Wait, Tupac? Wait. Sponsors Coca-Cola. Maybe did 9/11. Like Soulful, but not if it has rats. Ran for president against Ronald Reagan. Literally fucked the sun. Alright.
And abject depravity. Though he's far from just a faceless boogeyman. While sometimes he's effectively biblical Satan, and sometimes he's an abstract idea, and sometimes he's a pattern, all versions are one and the same, and he can choose how he manifests, even bouncing
Why would he choose this form? Because this form is ass.
between them in a single timeline as he sees fit.
Originally, he was worshipped as a Scythian deity of evil in ancient Turkmenistan named Karak, about par for the course with any other pantheon of ye olden days. So, what elevated him?
In a cruel twist of irony, it was actually the Foundation themselves that brought this reality into being. It was only their hubris and need to categorize each and every mystery that applied definition to this forgotten figure, and in turn, that definition gave him form, rewriting his existence to what it is now. In some ways, the Foundation came first.
Even SCP-2317K, an entity the Foundation only called the Scarlet King as part of a misdirection campaign,
Jesus Christ, there was so much lore within SCP, golly.
ended up becoming part of him in the end due to everything stating it as such.
Concerning, given 2317K is over 200 kilometers tall.
Nice.
Fortunately, he's sealed away in a pocket dimension by 7 chains that bind him.
What the fuck? Okay, what is the lore between SCP stuff? All I know about SCP stuff is it's like a community written thing. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these community written things, a lot of motherfuckers can't write shit. So I don't know what's going on. Like, what's considered fact, what's considered not. Jesus, dude. It's okay, so it's comic book writers versus Reddit writers. Okay, bet.
Unfortunately, all but one are broken, and the Foundation are mostly doing constant scrambling and bullshitting just to keep him at bay.
Why does that have to involve that Montauk stuff?
Actually, Montauk itself is doing absolutely nothing.
Naturally.
Sorta. But
What you
it
mean,
was
sorta?
such a cruel
Okay,
and
to prevent the birth, that's something awful, something evil, expressed in pain or in rage and fury. That is why it worked. It was never a sincere attempt to formulate a scientific procedure on your part. It was just pure, unadulterated hatred, wrapped in a veneer of objectivity. You thought the king had taken your brother, so you decided to hurt the king. You didn't, of course. And what you do each day to that poor girl is a little more than what the fuck? But effective cruelty. The specifics are unimportant, but the intent, that matters for everything.
heinous plan devised by a man with such anger.
What if they just, like, feed the mom, like, McDonald's Sprite? It just melts the baby.
Towards the children of the Scarlet King, that the sheer vitriol it represents is enough to placate the king, let's say.
Believe it or not, that 200-kilometer tall thing isn't even as big as he can get. Should he fully manifest, he could warp all of reality like it's his plaything.
Naturally.
So changing his size is nothing. It's ranged from about 3 meters to becoming an entire sea to 14 trillion times the size of someone.
Holy, this genuinely feels like a kid saying, no, my guy's stronger, he can do this. Okay, cool. No, he's stronger, he can do that. Cool. No! Like, that's what it feels like. Dude, Superman might lose just because our Redditors are, like, just garbage writers. Hey, the Duffer Brothers wrote the Scarlet King, dog. Nuh-uh.
Assuming a base height of 6 feet, that would be over 150 times the distance from Earth to the Sun.
Wait, here's my thing. But the SCP Foundation can somehow keep the Scarlet King at bay, can Superman?
Or, of course, as an abstract concept, he doesn't really need to abide by size at all.
Though, frankly, changing
So he's
his
literally
size is one of
so he's like Darkseid. So Scarlet King is literally just Darkseid.
his least impressive abilities.
He's a
As
concept.
if total warping of reality isn't bad enough, he can control minds and souls, erase you from existence,
Oh, Jesus.
warp time, use curses, telekinesis, portals, basically whatever he feels like doing to help him spread the ways of old into the modern world.
Okay, spread the ways of old. So he's literally the world's biggest old head. That's what he's a millennial. He's literally just a millennial talking about how great his like generation was, dude. But he's not old enough. Okay, so he's like the middle child. He's in that transition period. So yeah, he is a millennial.
And since gods like him are conceptual beings and he's been able to kill his kin, he's able to absorb and destroy entire concepts.
Wait, so if he's that strong, how was he sealed away in the first place?
That's
How the
right.
fuck could he even do that?
Well, it's important to note that sealing him is still easier than killing him.
Oh, well, yeah.
Even if
Well,
his
I mean,
body and mind are completely destroyed, as long as his true self, basically his innate concept, survives, he'll be fine.
So Superman has to get rid of the transitional period of yesteryear and now. Superman's gonna have to kill all the old heads. Superman versus Michael Jordan fans, Gutty.
Which does line up with him having to tamper with the concepts of other gods like himself in order to kill them.
Okay.
And his concept is even more unkillable than that, given that since he's existed at some point in the past, he will always be able to exist again.
Okay, cool, but again, who actually had the balls to square up with this guy and put him in timeout?
Me.
Clearly not the Foundation. They already found him, what they would make become him, imprisoned, right?
Correct. You may have noticed a motif of 7s in what we've said so far.
Yeah.
7 pregnant girls, 7 chains binding him, 2317, and of course, the whole ritual chant of 7 seals, 7 rings, 7 brides for the Scarlet King.
What if he say his name 7 times? He just like disintegrate like Dorothy or the
This
witch.
is, of course, a massive piece of iconography for him, but as it turns out, it's not actually his.
What is that meant to mean?
This is the result of when he had once done battle with another great cosmic threat.
Who?
Anafabula.
Anafabula?
Well, okay, an Anafabula, technically, but she's the only one of her kind that really matters.
Who is she?
The Lady of Black Thorns.
Oh, that's
the
a hard name.
anti-story.
Anti-story.
So, the number 7 is actually her stick, first and foremost, and using her powers over the narrative, she was effectively able to inject it into the Scarlet King's history to bind him with his own story and make him a pawn of hers.
Speaking of which, however, the Scarlet King is projected to destroy everything but that narrative. Infinite dimensions, layers of reality beyond our understanding, all consumed by him. In fact, he's even been able to stalemate and mutually contain the Pikmin proposal, which is the fundamental force that marks the world of the SCP Foundation with fictional traits. In essence, his concept is comparable in scope to the thing that divides fiction from reality.
But at the same time, there also exists a
The
glimmer
Scarlet
of...
King has also affected similarly massive cosmological structures such as the Tree of Knowledge or the Noosphere.
hope against him. It's often believed he's fated to ultimately lose, often theorized through his own son. 99, hang on, that's
Child of a...
the guy destined to defeat him?
Really? Egg yolk?
That's what he looks like?
Well,
This is my favorite character.
sometimes there are dozens and dozens of these narrative clusters, so to speak.
File your taxes
Oh my!
100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year.
Shut up, dude.
And while sure, he ends up defeated in some, you can always circle back to the knowledge that, in more still, he ultimately comes out on top. And in this one, he was killed by 50 million cakes falling on him.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay.
That's as many as 5 million tens.
I get it.
And that's terrible.
Even without his godly powers, he's got a wicked set of horns and claws, and he's got all sorts of mystic wards up to protect himself from attackers.
Though, somewhat critically,
Holy scoliosis, dog.
he relies on his reputation of terror to maintain his power. To be clear,
Okay.
it's not like bravery alone is enough to beat him, but if society as a whole stops hiding in fear and stands together, it can send the king running.
Yeah, because that worked so well for the other countless worlds he's destroyed already. His drive isn't out of purely malice, mind you. For him, existence is in fact quite literally suffering, and it brings him constant pain. By destroying creation, he's just trying to relieve himself of his own suffering.
Regardless of motive, one thing is certain. The Scarlet King is the dark side within all of us made manifest.
Say that again.
A demon born from the hubris of mankind, who will not stop until the tree of creation runs red with blood, and all is consumed in a final scarlet blaze.
God damn.
And over Site 231 will stand a thing of blood
I'm not gonna lie. Is that his voice? No, that's the SCP's voice, right?
and bone and sinew. A tree that drips and leers and feeds. It will drip strange fire And that fire will both burn and warm in equal measure.
Jesus Christ.
And they will look up at it and wish they had listened while they had the chance. I know this path is wrong, but at least it's a path. With thoughts and prayers. Robert Montauk, child of the Scarlet King.
Addendum.
Huh.
Foundation personnel are to obey all regulations regarding the containment of SCP-001.
I would hope so. I mean, I really hope you don't have, like, the intern that just got hired onto, like, watching the most powerful one. But here y'all go. He's actually not the most powerful one. There's actually one. I don't care, bro. Like, what is the point of SCP? I mean, no, I do see the point. To release, like, creative writing and create something cool. I get it. But, like, dog, holy, solely convoluted. So, in order for Superman to win, he has to defeat the concept of, like, I guess, things of progress, of the older ways disappearing, and, you know, and having humanity not fear him. So he's literally just Darkseid then, like true form Darkseid. Okay, I got you.
And related SCPs to it, including SCP-231-7. Failure to comply may result in administration of amnestics or direct termination.
Or probably you're deaf, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you, like, fuck up with Scarlet King, you're probably gonna, like, blow up from your ass.
Under no circumstances must Foundation personnel break protocol.
Hope
due
not.
to SCP-001's immense power and reality-destroying properties. Fear is control. Empathy is death. Ignorance is bliss. End of report.
Cool.
Okay, the fighters are ready. The numbers are crunched, and it's time to run this.
Let's get ready for a deathmatch!
What the fuck? So, okay, now, before this starts getting, I'm rooting for Superman. But I high-key could see Superman losing this, dog. Like, my heart is going Superman. Big Blue, the guy who's done it time and time again, going up against other beings. But Scarlet King just seems so overly powerful because Reddit writers are just wanting to, like, just prove themselves or something, you know? That's my whole, like, shtick. That's my whole thing. So, high-key, I can see my GOAT losing. Hoodie-doo, you cursed. Bro, if there's only one person that can beat the Hoodie-doo curse, though, it would be the GOAT Superman, dog. But I'm kind of nervous. No. SCP-131. I wonder how many SCP creations were the result of people just being fucking high out of their mind. And more we're looking good. As I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Okay. SCP-231. Ooh.
Director Edwards, surely there's another way. I really can't fathom.
Save it, Dr. Reeve.
Yeah, fuck you, Dr. Reeve. What do you know? You're a doctor or something, Dr. Reeve?
I know you're new, but we cannot take any risks. Now bring in Deeds 1938 to execute the procedure.
I can't, Ed.
For God's sake, you've always followed Foundation orders before. It's precisely why I appointed you to this position.
Yeah, in other words, you have no backbone.
Why are you now refusing a direct order?
This is different. Where's your empathy gone, Ed?
Hold on, I'll be the voice actor, dog. Oh my god, this is different. Where's your empathy gone, Ed? Ah!
This poor woman deserves none of this suffering.
Yeah, so we put her out of her suffering, Cuddy. Murk her ass.
This is necessary for the sake of humanity. You know that. Fine, I'll call in the order myself.
Ed, you don't need to.
Ed! Damn. How strong, Ed, Cuddy?
Will not let you jeopardize the world due to your blind sense of morality. I never should have trusted you with this responsibility.
Damn, Cuddy moving like Cecil. Among Us.
Initiate procedure. 110 Montauk.
Oh, my God.
They blew her up.
It can't be.
Don't be afraid. I'm here for you.
Oh, Superman saved her. Oh, I'm about to do this. I'm sorry, dog, but that's just funny. She blew her ass up.
Dr. Reeve, do you have any idea what your hesitation has just wrought upon this world? Superman, On behalf of the SCP Foundation and all of humanity, I demand you allow us to proceed with 110 Montauk.
With all due respect, this woman did the right thing. No human deserves this torture. The Foundation has constantly mistreated the rights of any living being. The rights to...
No, I don't think you truly get what you've just done. You've just caused an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario.
Oh, shit.
What the hell is going on? Why did the grid go down?
Of course this happens after I transfer from the 682
Who is this?
incident.
We need to hold off the anomaly. We are authorized to terminate them if one is put at risk. Mobile task force units are set to arrive.
SCP-939. Wait, real talk. So, what is the point of the guards having guns? Like, most bullets and guns don't even do nothing to these SCP creatures, and no one's gonna break in. Like, who'll be stupid enough to break into the SCP Foundation? So, genuinely, what is the point of having these security guards equipped with guns? They literally serve no purpose. Why not give them, like, experimental weapons? That guy's ass ate. What is that one?
Watch the pain grow.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break to keep you covered. Whether it's on your car and...
Fuck off. Alright, Big Blue!
7 seals, 7 rings, 7
He
blood.
didn't even come up with that, Cuddy. He just reciting it, Cuddy. It's like in elementary school, whenever you had rap battles, you had that one dude quoting Drake lyrics. Bro, I wrote this. Gang, you're 12. No fucking way you wrote that shit.
7 this, 7 that. I'm gonna give you one chance to head out.
Ah, talk that talk, go! Oh, yeah! Good weave. Ah, shit. Superman? What is he saying, dude? Wait, what did he say? What is he saying? Superman, he's killing you with his hot breath. Damn, Soups. Damn. Okay, are we gonna show clip? Are we gonna see anything of Superman winning? Superman's gonna get his ass beat for like 20 minutes. Oh yes, there we go!
Don't worry. We're almost there. The entrance zone is just...
Yo! Damn! Hey, she ran into Prime Jev, Cuddy, Prime Pomage.
We were tasked with protecting the world, Ms. Reeve, and you let your feelings get in the way for her? Just one human soul?
I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of see his point. Like, you're telling me, like, we could have, like, done something good, or not even done something good, but, like, I don't know. I get the whole, like, ethic dilemma of this, but I can see his line of reasoning. Like, we're sacrificing the entire world for this chick, right? For one person. But we're killing everyone else just like her, or like her, like, you know, I can see his point. Not saying I agree with him, but I understand.
Those other people, they were just in my way. I should have done everything myself. I can still save the world. If I execute 110 Montauk for myself, everything will turn out fine. I will be a hero.
Who is this?
Run, please. You deserve to live. Just leave me.
I should have done this from the start.
Don't you know? Damn! Oh, what is he? That's a very cool design.
You are not a doctor.
What the fuck is this? SCP-094.
No.
Who is that?
No!
Nice.
Please. Hold out. It's going to be okay.
Ah, well, the world's probably about to end in like, what, like a day?
I know your type.
Art? Like the different mediums they're using. This is pretty cool.
Not a fan.
Hyper time, naturally. Damn! You shots in my goat soul! Give me a soul. What the fuck? But you can't really get rid of Superman as a concept though, so that's why I'm kind of intrigued on how this goes. Damn, Mitch!
Doesn't match any sort of composition I've ever seen. If words like his and body can even apply here. What on earth am I even... Wait. I know where I've seen this before.
Where? Darkseid, right? What the fuck, bro? Why? Bro, no way he's Superman's move. This man's Scarlet King a frog, cause he keeps taking moves. Damn! What the fuck did he say? What did he say? Nothing. Is he like Trigon? Damn. Oh, they're fucked. If it wasn't for Big Blue!
That's where you're wrong. I know how to end this.
Oh. How? Damn. How did that glass not whatever?
Get out of here, go!
Lex!
I can handle this!
I'll let Lex die. Mick! What was the point of that? Aura! The fuck? Mick! Did he win? Bruh.
It's the birth of change. Lamenting what once was and what was lost.
Oh, Krypton? Bruh, I mean, oh my god, what?
Taste our world. Celestial Seasonings Tea.
Shut up.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun?
No!
Well, look no further.
Fuck off, dude. I mean, Superman, to be fair, Krypton has been dead for like centuries and you were a baby. You know, who cares?
No. What are you?
The purple guy? Superman?
They're not real is what they are.
Hey! Paul Kent? Paul?
This is... my home.
Well, it doesn't look like Smallville to me. What do you think, Jonathan?
That's what I'm saying, Cuddy! Like, who cares? Smallville is Clark's true home, Cuddy. Fuck Krypton, bruh. Nobody give no hoot now. If it was Power Girl or like, not Power Girl. The cousin, what's Kara? Sure.
Are you gonna let this chump get one over on you like this?
Fuck you, chump!
Show that poser who he's messing with.
Yeah, talk that talk!
You're not really here either, are you?
Does that really
matter? No, Cuddy.
No. I'll be seeing you soon.
That's our boy.
Aw. Wait, what?
Please, Superman.
The ones you fight for shall die screaming.
Superman!
You
win this!
not be around.
Beat him!
Buddy, you are not the first to tell me that.
Buddy. Yeah, buddy! Wait, what? Oh, Superman theme? Wait, they gotta kill you. What the fuck?
After all this time, the final note in creation's war song against oblivion. It will not stop me.
I know. But this will.
What the fuck? So Superman in different continuities beating the Scarlet King? Caveman Clark. Superman strikes once again. Okay, hold on. Superman strikes once again. There was no fanfare. Nothing so much as cracks. He collapses at last. Wait, what? Wait! Clark falls to the ground, weakly landing a final strike. The seventh one.
I see. Thus, even my pain can be consigned to oblivion.
The end.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yay! Wait. Can you visit again tomorrow?
Oh,
I can always make time.
I'm so lost, though. Wait, what?
Good night, Superman.
Good night.
What? Oh, wait, explain.
Damn, if only someone...
Wait, I mean, yeah, I'm glad I won.
...had written Scarlet King can beat Superman into an article, because that's definitely how the Foundation works.
Right, so I'm sure there are questions, and there are quite a few things to cover here.
Yes!
So let's make it simple and break it up into power, abilities, aptitude, and counters.
Starting like usual with power.
Also, yes, Cuddy!
When it comes to raw muscle, you'd be hard-pressed to outdo
Superman. Yeah.
Scarlet King growing to 14 trillion times the height of someone would definitely let him more than match pulling planets and possibly even blowing away solar systems, but it's not like the King is physically punching multiverses.
Though, looking at their output beyond just basic strength, things become a little funkier. The Scarlet King could stalemate the Pikmin proposal, which could enforce the conventions of fiction onto the Foundation's world, while Superman could tank blasts empowered by the Source, which similarly represents the distinction between reality and fiction. At this point, numbers mean completely nothing, and because of those parallels, power is a tie.
So let's bounce over to aptitude. If their stats are equal, we can look at who knows how to actually, fight better. And in this regard, Clark largely takes it on all fronts.
In some ways, that's probably obvious. Clark's definitely had more personal combat experience than the King has. When he's not sealed away, most of his conquests are done through armies and mass invasion. His actual time spent personally fighting is very minimal, compared to Superman's much larger track record.
Not only that, but that super brain of his ensures Clark will be able to strategize and adapt on the fly and make the most of his abilities. Scarlet King is far from dumb, but he's not reinventing godlike super machines spontaneously. So whether you look at it through a lens of combat skill, battle experience, or overall intelligence, Superman takes the point here. Scarlet King is way older, but that doesn't inherently mean he's necessarily as experienced throwing hands.
No, that makes sense, especially considering that every form of Superman is like canon, discontinuity. That makes sense.
But even with this, Clark would need a way to actually kill the Scarlet King, and vice versa. While it's certainly easy to imagine any number of ways the King could take out Clark, The inverse might not seem as obvious, so let's look at abilities.
Well, obviously Scarlet King takes this, right? Soul control, mind control, reality warping, conceptual eraser, basically anything he wants. How does Clark keep up?
Well, Clark certainly has fewer abilities, but the ones he has can be very impactful.
I was helpless from his gaze.
What the fuck?
It's irresistible. Jesus.
Okay, well, some of them. The mini-clones probably aren't doing much here. But things like the retcon punch are frankly absurd, and are things the Scarlet King doesn't really have answers to. Hell, Soups has been able to destroy similar conceptual evils before by singing at them.
Now, before we call this category, let's make this a double feature and look at counters first.
This is where the gap really starts to widen. Mind control, not working on Clark. Soul stuff, also no.
Conceptual eraser? Nah. Time control? Nope. Reality warping? Try again.
But
He's
the
just
Scarlet King
amazing!
can also endure almost...
In Dr. Wondertainment's Goes Well with a Bang, the Scarlet King's power failed to affect someone who with mental defenses, indicating that they can be resistant to
anything Soups throws at him. Punching him obviously isn't going to cut it. And even the stunt Clark pulled against Darkseid, while likely to incapacitate the King for a bit, will not fully destroy him, as he will always come back so long as he ever existed in the first place.
Now, let's address that point. How would the Scarlet King fare against, say, the retcon punch? It's not a technique Soups has used in a fight, but he very clearly knows it and has used it in non-combat situations before, so it's not a stretch to say his super brain would clue him in that now is the time to bust it out.
Even about the retcon punch, Superman should have access to the miracle machine, given he can... What the fuck? I zoned out for a split second. What even happened?
Clearly knows it and has used it in non-combat situations before, so it's not a stretch to say his super brain would clue him in that now is the time to bust it out.
What the fuck?
You okay?
Let's look at the core document for the Scarlet King, Tufto's proposal. Even just from this, we immediately know the Scarlet King is susceptible to having his past rewritten. Hell, that's why he exists in the first place.
He's a bitch.
If he wasn't affected by retconning, quote-unquote, he wouldn't be the Scarlet King at all.
Alright, I'm with you so far, but how do we know you didn't develop counters to it after being empowered?
Dreams of Crimson and Azure. The Scarlet King's very being is rewritten. SCP-5317. The Scarlet King is specifically unable to overcome Anafabula's control over the narrative, and the Scarlet King is actively retconned
SCP
by
implies that... Dude, Jesus. Fuck, dude. Why there's so many words? Just got done studying too, dog. My brain is fried. It's an extension of OnlyFans. Damfambula causes this manifestation.
Fabulous.
However, this would contradict effectively every other Scarlet King person, even though it's... Dude, holy
to have
shit.
his 7 branding. IHP and Locke's proposal. The Scarlet King is stated to not be able to affect the narrative.
Yeah, fuck you, Redditors.
Quote, royalty lives and dies, but a story is eternal. SCP-8008. The Scarlet King is affected by the Time Pervert rewriting the
Time Pervert?
multiverse. Don't ask why he's called the Time Pervert.
Why is he called the Time Pervert?
So this is
I want to look it up, but I don't want to. Never mind.
Consistent, I take it.
SCP-9317, in which it is stated the Scarlet King is, and I quote, a deity defined by the concept of historical revisionism, who is a manifestation of the idea of an altered past.
Huh.
What?
So, with all that being said, Superman can resist
There aren't even all... These are... Okay, weaknesses. Consider Scarlet Truth both contain...
basically anything the Scarlet King throws his way, and while the King can resist most of Superman's offense, the retcon punch is very akin to something
Regardless of stats, the Scarlet King's specific inability to affect or destroy narrative means he lacks a way or aren't more better defenses to restore Superman.
and consistently been defeated by several times. A weakness that Soups' hyper-intelligence would absolutely be able to exploit.
And if he's retconned away, that caveat of always coming back means nothing. meaning Cloak takes counters, and by extension, Cloak takes abilities.
The Scarlet King is easily the greatest evil we've seen on this show.
And he lost his super goat!
But Superman's unyielding strength, unbreakable defense, and specific set of abilities were enough to keep the King down for the count.
Scarlet King may have embodied the ultimate class of ideals, but Cloaks just shone a little brighter. In the end, the King got reminded that every 7 starts with an S.
This match's winner is...
Fuck off! Leave me alone! Damn, dude! Golly! Whatever. But this is cool. This is cool. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know what was happening, and I kind of get it. Like, I understand why Scarlet King lost, is that he didn't have many things to kill Superman with. You can't really put him down. He doesn't have anything to affect the narrative. Superman has defenses to defend himself from the narrative, with super bullshit. Still my go. I don't care. I got the W. Fuck you, Scarlet King, and your Reddit writers, and your convoluted stuff. But your design is hot. Your design is fire. I'll give you that. How long did I make this video? I'm curious. I made it 54 minutes. Can we get to 55? I have no idea. 10 seconds. I'm a putt rocker, yes. That's my goat, Goody. Superman's my god, 55. I still want to yap, though. Superman is my god, but I kind of get it. Scarlet King didn't really have any offenses to target the narrative to, like, kill Superman or put him down for good. Superman could do that, and he has defenses against that. That's basically it. Alright, bye. Love y'all, man. Peace. Wait, Doomsday versus SCP-682. What the fuck? What's 682? Looks like General Grievous. Hard to destroy reptile. Nice. It's a famously near indestructible large... Oh, is that one? I've seen this one. No, I've seen this one. Okay, it looks like a giant crocodile with a skull. Or like a skeleton. But that's it for today's video, everybody. Love y'all, man. Peace. Bye.